Good evening, assembled multitudes. I'd like to call the December 18th, 2012 meeting of the Village of New Paltz Planning Board to order. It is now 7:05 p.m. on that date, and I'm the chair of the Planning Board, and I thought I said Maurice Whiteman. No, maybe not. I'm so used to hearing my name that I just think it's everywhere. My name is Maurice Whiteman. Thank you, Tom. And your name? And our other members this evening are Tom Rocco, Rich Steffens, and Michael Zerler, and our newest member is Liz Harshell. Linda Wells, who served for 5 years plus a few months, I think. She's a former member, and Liz took her place. Okay, so there's a little technicality, which is that apparently Liz has not yet been sworn in. So my belief is that she can't really vote or anything tonight, but I told her she's entitled to make snide remarks as the rest of us can. Okay, so the agenda this evening. The printed agenda has three things. A review of the proposed local law amending chapters 1 and 299 of the Village Code to prohibit natural gas and or oil exploration and extraction. This is sometimes referred to as an anti-fracking, can I say that?
Yeah.
Thank you. And the next one is a review of proposed local law amending chapter 212, the zoning, and chapter 178, subdivision, adopting interim zoning law and subdivision regulations. And this can be called also a moratorium on certain activities for our village. And we'll get into discussing those. And finally on the agenda, which I think we may do first, is we're going to be circulating, or we're going to vote to see whether we should circulate our intent to be lead agency for item TB 11006, which is the Water Street Cinema application. And PB 11 means that it started in 2011. This is a rather large project, and we're going to start, even though the application is still in the works and there's a pending zoning board variance application by the applicant. We're going to begin the process of getting our ducks in a row and getting the administrative stuff out of the way as we can. And one thing we can do now without any other involvement from any other or requiring anything else to happen is declare ourselves lead agency. We have to circulate a petition saying that this is what we want, and in 30 days, if nobody complains about it, we're the winners. And there are also two meetings for which we have minutes that were circulated to us. One is the November 20th meeting, and the other is, that's the regular meeting, and the other is November 28th, the special meeting that we held for Jarred Cafe and the In Good Taste wine shop. So, if everybody who was at those meetings has had a chance to review them, or if enough of us have, we can vote on approving those. We will save that for last. So what I'd like to do first, and I didn't introduce Kurt Lavala, I'm sorry, or Kelly Stengel. My goodness, why did somebody, you're supposed to kick me when I make a mistake like this.
I tried.
Oh, the table mix, okay. So, our secretary is Kelly Stengel. She booked out her dinner just to be ready for us tonight. And now Kurt, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, here it is, it's right here. Kurt Lavala is the Director of Planning, Zoning, and Code Enforcement for the village. Is that the correct title?
Yes, actually, it's
See, I knew you'd correct me. I knew there'd be more.
well, it's actually it's recently been determined that it would be Department of Planning, Building, and Environmental Services.
Wow.
Yeah, not much shorter.
But more impressive.
Perhaps.
I'm
Is your new title?
It's planning, building, and environmental services is what they decided was most all-encompassing for this new
And
department.
you're director of said domain?
Yes.
All right. Cool. Looks good on the resume, right? Okay, so, Mr. Sacker,
Yes.
I see you there in the, among the assembled.
Camera's only supposed to.
You're welcome to listen. You're welcome to heckle us. We're just gonna. I'm gonna ask if members have any questions about the meeting memo that our attorney sent out about this, or the resolution, the draft resolution that he provided. Any?
Haven't
Oh, I
seen
see.
the resolution.
I didn't see the
You haven't?
resolution.
No, it was only sent to you.
Wow. Okay.
I got his letter.
I am
But we got
sorry.
the letter.
I also saw the communication provided.
I'm sorry about that. I thought it was sent to all. Okay. Kurt, did you see the resolution?
No, actually, I saw the meeting memo, but not a resolution. So the
Well, I
December 18th.
apologize. Well, I have it right here. I'll read the whole thing.
Good.
And we can discuss it then. Is there any other items that you would like to raise before I read this, or just blast right into this?
Blast right
Okay.
in.
So this is called the Declaration of Intent to Serve as Lead Agency and a referral of the application to the County Planning Department for Water Street Cinema, 12 Main Street, Village of New Paltz, and so on. And our application number, as I said before, PB 11006. Did we turn this on? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, excuse me. So it says here, whereas on August 23rd, 2011, Howard Sacker made a pre-application request for site plan approval, special use permit for construction of a 3-screen cinema and adaptive reuse of an existing 2-family residence as a cafe in the Gateway District on a 0.29 acre parcel. Gives the tax map number, which whereas a consent dated August 22nd, 2011 for the special permit and site plan application was granted by
Oh, I misunderstood that. I thought this was a permanent
Right.
No.
change.
I think that, I
It's a
believe,
permanent moratorium.
a permanent
A
moratorium?
permanent
It's outlined in the
moratorium.
zoning code.
Okay. Sorry, Kurt.
No, no, but actually, you,
Maybe for clarity.
you're absolutely right though, that it is,
So I do know that just to head off possible confusion, the village board did actually adopt 4 separate local laws regarding fracking. For example, George in his comments mentions other communities banning brine. We did that, but only 2 of the 4 needed comments from the village planning board and county planning board. So you're seeing 2 of the 4 laws that were written and hopefully will be adopted to address the issue. So I'm trying to call up my computer, the one in front of the planning board now, but the intent was to have a permanent ban on fracking using the zoning code. Though there was a version that was a temporary moratorium while we researched the other 4.
okay.
I just wanna make sure that you got the one you're supposed to be looking at, cause obviously the temporary one became moot when it became just as quick to get the 4 permanent ones in place.
Mhm.
So let's see.
Well, George's comment says that the law is written as a permanent prohibition, not a temporary moratorium.
Right.
And suggests that it's fine like that, but, it's different from most other municipalities, but that doesn't make any difference, so.
But yeah, George is absolutely right, and he's obviously seen the most recent version, so disregard
Okay, thanks.
the discussion I was about to have.
Just a administrative point, there is no section 229 or 299 in our code. I believe what this is supposed to be is a new section called 212-29. So,
Thank you.
both the version we got at the top of the local law, I think it's just missing a couple numbers.
212-29, that's what George's meeting memo says.
Right.
Okay,
So, anyway, Kurt, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, not at
You
all.
should go
It's,
ahead.
it's important that you did, because the most recent version by the village board is indeed a prohibition as opposed
Okay.
to a moratorium, and that negates the need to go through that, yeah.
okay, so, are there any other comments or questions about it from the board? Anything beyond what George wrote? I mean, I am tending to rely on George's comments, and I think they're supportive of the proposed law. I don't have any problem with what he wrote or what the other law said, as I interpreted it. But I'm happy to entertain any questions or comments.
No, I mean, we could, I don't know, Jason, if you've seen the comments from our attorney, but,
I did, I just
Okay.
read it this evening.
I mean, I guess if we agree, we'll just pass them on to you all. It sounds No.
Say it again, I'm sorry. What
I
was
don't
that?
know,
Not as
sometimes
many-
I always
not
prefer to
as
say
many
aye
votes
when
as
you
you-
call for it, just out of habit, like when that phrase comes up, all in favor,
Feel free.
I won't.
It won't be recorded.
Okay, next item